How was the coffee this morning?
It was too hot when I first made it, so I waited, and then it was very good.
Perfect. Two sentences, two words. Two and very. And both of them completely correct. But here's the question. Could you swap them? Could you say it was very hot or it was too good?
Very hot, yes, that works, but too good? That sounds strange, unless I mean something specific.
Exactly. And that difference, that tiny shift in meaning, is exactly what today is about.
Welcome to TalkFluent. I am Kamal.
And I am Nora. Today, we're talking about to and very. Two words that sit right next to adjectives, two words that both make adjectives stronger, but with one enormous difference in what they actually mean. And by the end of this episode, you will feel that difference every single time.
This episode is for all levels, beginner, intermediate, and advanced, because to and very are used every single day in every conversation at every level, and the mistake is extremely common even at B2 and above.
15 minutes, let us go. The golden rule, one sentence each. Learn these two ideas and everything else falls into place.
Very makes an adjective stronger. That's all. It intensifies, it amplifies. It says this quality exists and it exists a lot. There's no problem, no negative meaning, just more.
To also makes an adjective stronger, but with a critical difference. To means more than is good, more than is acceptable, more than the right amount. There is a problem, a negative consequence. Something cannot happen because of this excess.
Very strong, positive or neutral, no problem.
To excessively strong, always a problem, always a negative consequence, stated or implied.
The soup is very hot. The soup is hot. A lot. That's all. Maybe I love it. Maybe it is perfect. Very hot, just a strong description.
The soup is too hot. The soup is so hot that there is a problem. I cannot eat it yet. I have to wait. I might burn my mouth. The heat is excessive. It is preventing something.
Same soup, same heat. Different word, completely different meaning.
Very strong and fine. Too strong and problematic.
Now let's look at very in detail. How it works, where it lives, what it does to a sentence.
Very goes directly before an adjective or adverb and makes it stronger. That is its only job, and it does that job with no negative meaning attached.
She is very intelligent. More than just intelligent, a lot. Very.
The film was very long. It was a long film, significantly long, very.
Whether that's good or bad, very does not tell us. Very is neutral about the consequence.
I am very tired today. Tired a lot. Very. Maybe I will go to bed early. Maybe I will still go out. Very does not stop me. It just describes the degree.
He speaks very quietly. The adverb quietly made stronger. He speaks at a very low volume. Very. No problem implied unless context adds one.
The weather is very cold, very beautiful, very interesting, very difficult, very simple, very common, very unusual.
In every one of these, very intensifies, very amplifies, but very does not judge. Very does not imply a problem. Very simply says a lot of this quality exists right here.
One important note about very. Very is used with gradable adjectives, adjectives that exist on a scale. Hot, cold, tired, happy, difficult, expensive, beautiful. These exist on a scale. You can be a little hot or very hot, a little tired or very tired.
But with extreme adjectives, adjectives that are already at the top of the scale, we do not use very. We use absolutely, completely, utterly, totally instead.
Boiling is already the extreme of hot, so we say absolutely boiling, not very boiling. Exhausted is already the extreme of tired, absolutely exhausted, not very exhausted. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Terrible, absolutely terrible. Delicious, absolutely delicious.
This is an advanced point, but worth knowing. Very belongs with gradable adjectives: hot, cold, tired, happy, difficult. Absolutely belongs with extreme adjectives: boiling, freezing, exhausted, brilliant, terrible, delicious.
Now, to. How it works, what it always implies, why it changes everything about a sentence.
To goes directly before an adjective or adverb, just like very, but the meaning is completely different. To always means more than is acceptable, desirable, or possible, and there is always a negative consequence, sometimes stated, sometimes just implied.
The shoes are too expensive. I cannot buy them. That's the consequence. Too expensive, buying is prevented.
She speaks too fast. I cannot understand her. The consequence, understanding, is prevented. Too fast, comprehension is impossible.
He is too young to drive. The consequence is stated directly, to drive. He cannot drive. Too young, the action is prevented.
This is the classic to structure. To, adjective, to, action. Too tired, to go out. Too busy, to talk. Too small, to reach. Too scared, to speak. To, adjective, to, consequence.
The consequence doesn't always have to be stated. Sometimes it's implied and the listener understands.
This bag is too heavy. You don't have to say, I cannot carry it. The listener understands. The heaviness is excessive. There's a problem.
It is too late. You don't have to say we cannot go. The lateness is excessive. The opportunity has passed. The listener feels the consequence without hearing it.
Too noisy, too complicated, too far, too cold, too risky. Everyone, without even a consequence stated, implies a problem. Something is blocked, something cannot happen, something is wrong.
And here's the crucial point. To is almost never positive. Very can describe good things. Very beautiful, very kind, very delicious. All positive, all fine. But too beautiful, that sounds strange. Too kind implies the kindness is excessive to the point of being a problem. Maybe they are being taken advantage of. Too delicious could be playful and exaggerated. This is so good it's dangerous, but it's not the standard use.
So the rule, if there is no problem, use very. If there is a problem, something is excessive and something is prevented, use to.
Now, a very common confusion. To versus enough. Because to and enough work together as opposites in English.
To means more than is needed or acceptable. Enough means exactly the right amount. Not enough means less than is needed.
The coffee is too hot, more than I want. Perfect for drinking, exactly the right temperature, that's enough. Not hot enough, I would need it warmer.
Too much and not enough are the two sides of the balance. Too much of something, excessive. Not enough, insufficient. And the perfect amount in the middle, enough.
He is too tired to concentrate. Too much tiredness. He is not awake enough to concentrate. Not enough wakefulness. Same problem, different expression.
This is important for learners because sometimes in your first language, the structure for excess and insufficiency is expressed differently. But in English, too and not enough are clear and consistent.
Too cold to swim. Not warm enough to swim. Same meaning, different direction.
Too expensive to buy. Not cheap enough to buy. Same blocked action, same problem, expressed from opposite sides.
So, Are we still thinking about going to the coast this weekend?
I really want to, but I checked the forecast and it is very cold on Saturday. Sunday looks better though.
Sunday works for me. The drive is very long, about 3 hours, but I do not mind if we leave early. 3 hours is not too bad, actually. I was expecting worse. Should we look at places to stay?
I looked at a few last night. There is one place that looks very nice right on the water, but it is too expensive for just one night. I was not expecting the prices to be so high in autumn.
What about that small guest house we stayed at last time? It was very comfortable and very well located.
I checked, it is fully booked, and the other options nearby are either too small for the four of us or too far from the beach to make sense.
This is getting complicated. Maybe we are making it too difficult. What if we just drive down for the day, no overnight stay?
Actually, that is a very good idea, much simpler. And if Sunday is very sunny, we could make the most of it without worrying about accommodation.
Perfect. Let's do that. I'll bring some food so we don't have to spend too much on lunch.
And I will drive. The road should be very quiet on a Sunday morning.
I'm excited now. It's going to be a very good day.
As long as it is not too windy. Last time I could not hear anything anyone said for the whole afternoon.
Now let's break down every to and every very in that conversation.
It is very cold on Saturday. Strong degree of cold. No problem implied. Very. Just a strong description of temperature.
The drive is very long, strong degree of length. No problem for Kamal, he doesn't mind. Very, neutral, not too bad.
3 hours is not too bad. Here, too bad is used in a negative structure, not too bad, which actually means acceptable, pretty good. Not too bad is a common fixed expression meaning better than expected.
It looks very nice. Strong positive quality. Very, no problem, genuinely good.
It is too expensive. Excessive price. Consequence, they cannot book it. Too. Problem. Prevented action.
Very comfortable and very well located. Two strong positive qualities, both neutral, both good. Very. Too small for the four of us.
Excessive smallness. Consequence, it will not fit everyone. Too. Problem.
Too far from the beach. Excessive distance. Consequence, it doesn't make sense. Two. Problem.
We are making it too difficult. Excessive difficulty. Consequence, unnecessary stress. Too. Problem.
A very good idea. Strong positive quality. Very positive. No problem.
Very sunny. Strong degree. No problem. Very. Just a hope for good weather.
Too much on lunch. Excessive amount of money. Consequence, she wants to avoid overspending. Too much. Problem.
Very quiet on a Sunday morning. Strong positive quality. Roads being quiet is good. Very positive.
Very excited. Strong feeling. Positive. Very. No problem.
Very good day. Strong positive prediction. Very positive.
Too windy. Excessive wind. Consequence, cannot hear each other. Stated. Too. Problem.
16 examples, one conversation, every single one natural, every single one correct.
The most common mistakes. Fixed right now.
The exam was too difficult. This might be correct if the difficulty caused a problem, you could not finish, you failed, you didn't have enough time. But if you simply mean the exam was challenging, use very. The exam was very difficult.
I'm too happy today. Wrong for standard use. Happiness is not usually excessive in a problematic way. I'm very happy today. Very. Positive emotion. No problem.
This food is too delicious. Wrong for standard use. Deliciousness is not usually a problem. This food is very delicious or absolutely delicious. Save too delicious for playful exaggeration only.
The weather is very too cold. Wrong. Never use very and too together. They are separate intensifiers. Choose one. The weather is very cold or the weather is too cold. Never both together.
She is too very kind. Wrong. Same mistake in reverse. Never combine them. She is very kind, or she is too kind, meaning her kindness is excessive and might be taken advantage of.
5 mistakes, 5 corrections. Clean and clear.
Quick practice. I give you a sentence with a blank. You choose too or very. Say the answer out loud.
The meeting was blank long. We finished everything and had time left over. Very. The meeting was very long. Long, but no problem. Everything was completed.
The meeting was too long. We ran out of time and couldn't finish. 2. The meeting was too long. The length caused a problem. We ran out of time.
This coffee is blank strong. I love strong coffee, and this is perfect. Very, very strong. Positive, no problem.
This coffee is too strong. I can't drink it. It's making my heart race. 2. Too strong. Excessive. A problem.
She is blank young to remember the 1990s. 2. Too young to remember. The classic structure. 2. Adjective. 2. Action. The youth prevents the memory.
The view from the top was very beautiful. I couldn't stop taking photos. Very, very beautiful. Strong positive quality. The photography is not a problem. It's a reaction to the beauty.
6 situations, 6 correct answers. Everyone following the same golden rule.
Final summary. Simple and clear.
Very. Intensifies an adjective or adverb. Makes it stronger. Neutral or positive meaning. No problem implied. No consequence suggested. Just a lot of this quality.
2. Also intensifies, but always means excessive. Always implies a problem. Always suggests a negative consequence, stated or felt. 2. Adjective. 2. Consequence. More than is good or acceptable.
If there is no problem, very. If there is a problem, 2.
3 golden sentences, out loud, right now.
The film was very long, but I was very happy I watched it until the end.
It was too cold to sit outside, so we moved the whole dinner inside.
She is very talented. Honestly, sometimes I think she's too talented, and it makes the rest of us look bad.
One more time, out loud.
The film was very long, but I was very happy I watched it until the end.
It was too cold to sit outside, so we moved the whole dinner inside.
She is very talented. Honestly, sometimes I think she's too talented, and it makes the rest of us look bad. Too and very. 2 words. One sits quietly beside an adjective and says, "There's a lot of this." The other sits beside an adjective and says, "There is too much of this, and something suffers because of it."
Very, strong and fine. 2, strong and problematic. Feel that difference and you will never mix them up again.
Write a comment below. Use very in one sentence and too in one sentence about something real in your life right now. Something that is very something. Something that is too something. We read every single comment.
And if today helped your English, share this episode with someone who still reaches for too when they mean very, because after today, they never have to guess again.
I'm Nora.
I'm Kamal.
This is TalkFluent. Keep speaking, keep growing, and we'll see you in the next one.